Why would you lock your kids in a room? Why would you literally nail the door shut and put plywood over the window? Why would you do that? No. Well, you got to explain it. We need to understand it. And there's just no way. It's all about control and fear, and it's a sad state of affairs that ultimately their lives sink to such a place of despair. They end up in the system.
We were the 10th home that we know of once Austin was in our care. His father has a criminal history and was abusive to the bio mother, and she was a drug addict. So we received Austin when he was 3.5 years old from the foster care system, not knowing much. Had a couple phone calls, and he was on our doorstep 6 hours later. So definitely exciting, but definitely a whirlwind as well.
And when she was born, she was very addicted to meth. She went through a lot of withdrawals. She was left in the hospital by herself to go through the withdrawals. And so she went into the foster care system after that.
We dealt with attachment issues with our children. All three were adopted out of the foster care system. I don't know all the reasons why he's crying or he pees his pants or he throws a fit or he runs away from his teacher, at school. I don't know why all the connections are there, but it was the first year of life that had those attachments were broken, and we're working to reestablish them. But that first year can cause these problems when he's now 10 and a half.
That is the one of the aspects of my job that has been so heartbreaking, is to not only see children in pretty desperate circumstances, but be a person responsible for removing them from a house, from their parents, and putting them into the very system we were now going to involve ourselves with and adopt a child out of.
He was neglected and then put into multiple foster care homes.
He was in a home with a lot of domestic violence. She left him with various caregivers, whoever she could find. She had addiction issues, drugs, alcohol, so she needed to go out and get her drugs or alcohol. She'd leave him with whoever was handy, or maybe even alone, we really don't know. So he was neglected pretty severely.
What would the difference have been in his life if he'd had a parent, even just one parent, that he'd have been able to bond with and connect with, that would have changed his life forever?
And so people just don't understand. They don't understand that these situations that these kids come from affect their future. The decisions that were made for them by a social worker or a biological parent who was mentally ill or an alcoholic or whatever it was affect these kids, not just today but for the future.
It's really hard for a lot of people to understand, how critical that is and how lasting it can be.
The value is that early intervention may forever alter a child's life and take them, and again, I think it goes to my earlier comments that what I want for Jack is a happy, healthy, well-adjusted kid. Otherwise, he's going to be in jail. The likelihood is high, and he will hurt somebody.